Wes drove down I-80 toward Fair Oaks, dreading another work trip. He didn't travel much, but when he did, it was always too long. 2-3 nights felt like forever. Still, he was done for now. No more trips for 3 months. Maybe now, he thought, Marlene would finally be ready to start a family. She had wanted to wait until her art business was steady. From what he saw, she was doing fine. He hoped she'd agree. He'd argued that having steady work would make motherhood easier. Fair Oaks looked calm as he rolled through the quiet streets, humming a tune from the airport. But his mood crashed when the garage remote didn't work. He parked in the driveway, grabbed his key, only to find it wouldn't fit the lock. He jammed the key in again, harder this time. Dead. He rattled the knob, gave the door a shove with his shoulder. "Hey, open up!" Wes barked. "Lock's busted or something." Silence. Then slow, deliberate footsteps. Marlene's voice slid through the door, steady but sharp. "I changed the locks. Garage code 2. Wes flared. "You did what?" "You heard me," she said, cool as hell. "You don't live here no more." He stepped back, blinking, anger rising. "Don't start with me, Marlene. Open the door. Now." "Yeah, nah," she said, almost amused. "This ain't your house anymore. Not your life either." "You think you can pull this on me? After everything I did for you?" Wes growled, stepping closer. "Open the damn door. Or what?" Marlene snapped. "You gonna huff and puff? Save it. You're done, Wes." Before Wes could spit back, a guy in a worn baseball cap came walking up the driveway like he owned the place. "You Wes Hardaway?" the guy asked, dead serious. "What's it to you?" Wes shot back. The man didn't flinch, shoved a fat envelope right into Wes's chest. "Consider yourself served." Wes tore it open, eyes skimming fast. Divorce papers. "You gotta be kidding me," he muttered, fuming. The guy wasn't done. "Oh, and there's a restraining order. You stay 200 yards from Mrs. Hardaway, starting now." Wes's face twisted. "This is garbage. Marlene, get out here now." He hammered on the door with his fist. "You and me got unfinished business." "Not today, you don't." Marlene shot back through the door, sounding like she was barely trying not to laugh. "Go cry about it somewhere else." "Sir," a calm voice called from behind. Wes spun. A cop stood leaning on the mailbox like he'd seen this scene 100 times. The server nodded. "He's been served." The cop gave Wes the dead eye. "You got 2 choices. Walk away or I cuff you right now." Wes stood there, chest heaving, teeth grinding. He looked back at the door, but Marlene was done talking. "Fine," he hissed. "Fine." He stalked to his car as curtains twitched all up and down the street, neighbors watching like it was a show. Inside the car, he slammed the steering wheel. "This ain't over," he muttered. Behind him, the officer called, "You're safe now, Mrs. Hardaway. He's gone." Marlene's voice answered, cool. "Thanks, officer. I'll stay put for now." Inside, she smiled to herself. "I did it," she whispered. He never saw it coming. Next morning, Wes woke up in a dingy motel, disoriented. For a second, he forgot where he was. The whole night felt like a bad dream. He'd spent hours replaying everything. Nothing made sense. No warning, no fight, no clue. His only win? He had his shaving kit. The rest was a mess. Dirty clothes, no suit, nowhere to go. "With this restraining order," he muttered, "I'll need a lawyer just to buy a shirt." The motel clock blinked too early. His stomach growled. Food first. He found a greasy diner, ate fast, and scribbled a to-do list. At the top, call Edith. He dialed early, hoping for voicemail. No luck. She answered on the second ring. "Edith, listen." He tried to spin a lie. She cut him off, pushing until he blurted out the truth. Her voice was ice. "You must have done something to make her do this." He barely got her to agree to let him stay home, warning, "Without clean clothes, I'll stink up the place." She chuckled. "Fine, but show up tomorrow, cleaned up." He hung up, fuming. Time for step 2, find a lawyer. Sacramento had plenty, but most didn't touch family law. Worse, Marlene had already hired the big firms. Hours later, he finally booked with a small outfit, Winston Samuels and Associates. They could see him today. After hanging up, doubt crept in. Why is he free on such short notice? Still, it was all he had. Back at the motel, Wes stared at his wrinkled pants. No way was he gambling on the motel laundry. "I'll just buy something," he sighed. Checking his bank account, he sighed in relief. The paycheck had cleared. Then he remembered the joint account, $1 left. "Okay, I get taken half," Wes muttered. "But everything?" He slumped back, adding another note to his growing list for the lawyer. Wes drove to the Target in Arden. He grabbed pants, a shirt, socks, and underwear. After stuffing it all into a red bag, he ended up circling past his house. He slowed, peeking at the windows. Nothing, no lights, no signs of life. He sighed and drove back to the motel, grabbing another lousy fast food meal on the way. After lunch alone, Wes headed downtown. The law office was in an old building near the Capitol Mall. He checked the directory, rode the elevator, and found the door. Winston Samuels and Associates. The receptionist smiled. "Mr. Samuels will see you now," she said. She led him to a corner office. Behind the desk, Samuels, about 65, gray hair slicked back, stood up and offered a handshake. At least he looks like he knows what he's doing, Wes thought. Wes sat and told the story fast, handing over the papers. Samuels read them in silence. Then he leaned back. "Well, son, what do you want me to do for you?" Samuels asked. "I need this restraining order gone," Wes said. "If I could just talk to Marlene, I could fix this. I don't even know what I did wrong." Samuels laced his fingers. "I'll be blunt," he said. He raised a finger. "One, you can't stop a divorce in this state. If one wants out, it's done." Another finger. "Two, she locked you out. She doesn't want to talk." Third finger. "Three, the restraining order makes sure you don't." Fourth, "She drained your account to pressure you. You'll get half back later, but she knows you'll feel the squeeze now. And don't forget, you still owe the mortgage and bills." Fifth, "Lastly, this wasn't sudden. She's been planning." "How do you know that?" Wes asked. "You can't get all this done overnight," Samuels said. "Lawyers, restraining orders, bailiffs, locks. It takes time. Months, maybe." Wes sank into the chair. "She never said anything," he said quietly. "She even said she loved me when I called from the airport." Samuel stayed silent. "Well," Wes said, exhaling, "looks like I'm getting divorced, but I still want to know why. Why like this?" Samuel shrugged. "I don't know, but I might know someone who can help," he said. "There's a detective agency on this floor. They're good. Want me to call them?" "Yeah," Wes said. "Please." A few minutes later, the receptionist returned. "Trevor can see you as soon as you're done here," she said. Wes knocked on the door marked Sacramento Confidential Investigations. A sharp-looking man in a tracksuit answered. "Come on in, Mr. Hardaway," the man said. "I'm Trevor Samuels, Winston's brother." "You're—" Wes asked, blinking. Yeah, Trevor said with a grin. "He's the lawyer. I'm the detective. Don't worry, I know my job. I was a cop in San Francisco for 25 years. Now tell me what happened." Wes told him everything. "So, you want to know why she did it?" Trevor said, leaning back. "I get it. I'll find out. But I'll tell you this for free. The restraining order, it's a shield. If you never kick her, and you didn't, right?" "Never," Wes said. "I'd never hurt her." "Then this is about image," Trevor said. "Next time someone asks about the divorce, all she has to say is, 'I don't want to talk about it, but I did get a restraining order.' Boom, you're the bad guy. People will think they know the story, and she'll never say a word." "She wouldn't," Wes said, stunned. "She did," Trevor said calmly. "Clever, cold. Now we just need to find out why. Give me a week." "Thanks," Wes said, shaking his hand. That night, Wes handled the legal tasks Samuel suggested, but Trevor's words kept echoing. The next morning, Wes went to work. Edith was waiting. "Well, look who's here," she said, arms crossed. "Between slacking off at the conference and screwing around with your personal life, you're behind. Get to work." Wes bit his tongue. "Yes, ma'am," he said, and hurried to his cubicle. He worked hard, skipped lunch, but couldn't focus. Late that night, the phone rang. It was Trevor. "Wes, we got lucky," Trevor said. "Found something you'll want to see. Can you come tomorrow?" "Tell me now," Wes said. "Sorry, policy," Trevor said. "Face-to-face only." "Fine," Wes said. "I'll come." The next morning, Edith wasn't any nicer. "You're taking time off?" she said coldly. "Fine, it comes out of your vacation." "Yes, ma'am," Wes said flatly. "Not like I'll need it." When Wes walked into the office the next morning, Trevor was smiling. "We're in luck," Trevor said. "Come on, I'll show you." Trevor led him to the desk and turned the computer screen around. With a few clicks, a warped image of Wes's house popped up. "Don't worry about the bendy picture," Trevor said. "The lens does that. You'll still see what matters." A silver BMW appeared on the left, turned into Wes's driveway. The garage door opened, the car went inside, and 30 seconds later, the image went black. "What am I looking at?" Wes asked, frowning. Trevor clicked again, replayed, then paused it. Check the date and time, he said. That was yesterday. Almost noon, Wes said, confused. That's not your wife's car, right? Trevor asked. No, she drives a Honda, Wes said. His eyes widened. So she had company. Exactly, Trevor said. And notice, the guest has the new garage code? Trevor clicked again. The video showed the same car leaving hours later. Wes's stomach twisted. Didn't take her long to find a new friend. Trevor opened another file. The same car pulled in again. From yesterday too? Wes asked. Trevor pointed at the timestamp. Wes sucked in a sharp breath. 3 weeks ago. I'm afraid so, Trevor said. How often? Wes asked. We've tracked about 6 months, Trevor said. Looks like 2 or 3 visits a week. Lunch hours mostly. How could I be so blind? Wes said. Where'd you get this? Neighborhood Watch, Trevor said. Lots of folks there have fancy doorbell cams. They log everything to the cloud, mostly harmless, but sometimes, he added with a shrug, they catch porch thieves or cheating spouses. Too bad we never got a look at the guy, Wes said, clenching his jaw. Trevor clicked again, froze the next shot, and zoomed in. There's the license plate, he said. I don't know it, Wes said. I've got a DMV contact, Trevor said. He pressed a key and a driver's license popped up. A clean-cut man stared back from the screen. Does the name John Mackenzie ring a bell? Son of a witch, Wes muttered. Marlene works for his ad agency. That's how they met. He stood up. I'm going over there. Wait, Trevor said, grabbing Wes's arm. This is why I tell people in person. Sit down before you do something stupid. Wes glared, but sat. That's better, Trevor said. Look, maybe you could win a fight, or maybe he'd flatten you. Either way, you'll only prove Marlene was right about the restraining order. Your name's already getting dragged. Don't make it worse. Wes looked down. I'm not a fighter, and you're right. Marlene would love it if 2 men fought over her. He looked up again. But I have to do something. I can't just let this go. I get it, Trevor said. There's a better way. I talked to Dash Daniels, my tech expert. She's good. I think you should hear her out. I don't know, Wes said, unsure. Come on, Trevor said. She's just down the hall. What's the harm? Trevor led him to a door marked Anti-Social Network. Ignore the sign, Trevor said. It's her joke. Don't let it throw you off. He knocked, then walked inside with Wes behind him. Wes blinked. The room looked like a student dorm. A big desk with too many screens, a mattress on the floor, books and magazines everywhere, and posters Wes didn't recognize. But the girl standing by the desk caught his attention most. She was tall, thin, dressed in black jeans and a sleeveless shirt. Tattoos ran down her arm, dark makeup around her eyes, and her hair was pure white, styled into a messy curl. She stepped forward and held out a hand. I'm Dash Daniels, she said softly. You must be the chitty. The what? Wes asked. If your soon-to-be ex is cheating, you're the chitty, she said with a shrug. Dash, Trevor said, half amused, half warning. Play nice, he turned to Wes. Just listen to her, okay? He left. Sit, Dash said, patting the futon. Wes sat down, watching as Dash crossed her legs on the other side. I don't usually take cases like this, Dash said, but I have a soft spot for guys getting played. I already know the basics from my dad. Wait, Trevor's your dad? Wes asked. Yep, Dash said, grinning. And Winston is my uncle, family business. So here's the deal. Your ex has you cornered. If we're going to turn this around, I need the full story. What she did, what you did, and what you feel about it. No holding back. Why? Wes asked. And no offense, but I don't get what a computer whiz can do for me. No offense taken, Dash said. I help my dad and uncle dig up info, but what I really do is manage online reputation. If you want to push back against what your ex is pulling, you'll need it. But, Wes started. Do you even use the internet? Dash asked. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, eBay, anything? Not really, Wes said. Never. Dash smiled. Perfect. Let's start with social media for dummies. Most people today live online. News, gossip, friends, jobs, it's all there. You don't see it, but they do. And right now your wife is telling the world you're the bad guy. Wes frowned. Is it really that big of a deal? Oh yeah, Dash said. People make 6 figures streaming video games. Whole brands live or die based on Twitter. Celebs blow up or vanish depending on what goes viral. If you think what happens online stays online, you're wrong. Oh, so what does that mean for me? Wes asked. It means, Dash said, I find a way to get people on your side. If I pull it off, your ex won't see it coming. Can you really do that? Wes asked. We'll see, Dash said, but you'll have to open up. I need to hear everything. How you felt, what you thought, how you acted. People don't care about facts. They care about feelings. Wes hesitated. Then he shrugged. What have I got to lose? For the next hour, Wes told his story. This time deeper, sharper, more painful. Start from when your plane landed, Dash said. What were you thinking? What did you say when you called her? Wes took a breath and began. As he talked, the feelings flooded back. Dash listened close, scribbled notes, and cut in now and then with sharp questions. When he finished, she looked at her notes, eyes serious. I think I know how to play this, she said. But first, how strong are you, Wes? He frowned. What, like, how much I can lift? No, she said. I mean, can you take hits? Not punches. I mean, shame, blame, people judging you. How strong are you inside? I don't know, Wes said. I guess about like anyone else. Dash gave him a grim look. You're about to find out. I don't get it, Wes said. Dash leaned back. Every good story has a curve, she said, tracing the shape in the air. It starts high, then drops, hits bottom, then climbs again. People won't care about you until they see you hit that low. They won't root for you until they see you suffer. I've done plenty of that already, Wes said. Dash gave a sad little smile. We'll see, she snapped back to business. All right, here's the deal. Be ready to go with me when I call. Short notice. Can you handle that? If it's during work, my boss will flip, Wes said. But she already hates me, so sure. Great, Dash said, hopping up. She shook his hand. I hate cheaters. Wes left, head spinning. What am I even doing? He muttered. Did I really deserve all this? The next day, while chewing a sandwich at his desk, his phone rang. Pick me up, Dash said. We've got a shot, but it might be the only one. My boss is going to eliminate me, Wes said. But fine, 20 minutes. Sure enough, Miss Norton exploded when he asked to leave. Your personal time comes out of your vacation, she barked. When Wes reached the Samuels building, Dash was waiting, now in leggings, a white shirt, and flip-flops. New look? Wes joked. Dash ignored him. We're going to your house, she said. I can't go near it, Wes said. Marlene's probably there. She's not, Dash said. My dad saw her leave. He's watching the place. So, what's the plan? Break in? Nothing like that, Dash said. You're going to replay the scene. The crime? Wes asked. What happened when you got home? She said. I'll film it. Film? Why? Wes asked. We need to show people your story, Dash said. Before we make you the lead, they need a reason to care. I don't have fans, Wes said. Not yet, Dash grinned. But you will. Now when we get there, tell me again what you felt at every step. Clear? I guess, Wes said. When I pulled up, I was excited to see her. Then angry when I couldn't get in. Then shocked. Then just numb, like it wasn't real. The bailiff, the cop, it all felt like a bad dream. Perfect, Dash said. When we get there, show me all of that. I'm no actor, Wes said. I don't want an actor, Dash said. I want you. Just feel it again. I'll guide you. Now, give me your phone. He handed it over. Dash tinkered, then handed him an earpiece. With this, I'll tell you what to do as we go. At the house, Wes saw the street empty. Dash helped him hide the earpiece and called him. Don't look at me, she said in his ear. Just do what you did. Wes stepped out and walked to the door. He tried the key. The frustration hit hard. It all came back. Ring the bell, Dash said softly. He did. The helplessness returned. Knock, Dash said. Wes knocked hard, like he had before. She tells you she changed the locks, Dash said. And she wants a divorce. Wes flinched, staggered back, the memory like a punch. He turned and saw Trevor, dressed like a bailiff, walking toward him, holding papers. Trevor handed him a sheet. The cop's telling you to leave, Dash said calmly. There was no cop now, but Wes still heard the voice echo in his head. He lowered his head and trudged back to the car. Go to the car, Dash whispered. He did, slumping behind the wheel. You were great, Dash said, climbing into the passenger seat. I got amazing footage. Wes started the engine, staring ahead. There wasn't a cop this time. We don't need him, Dash said. He wasn't in frame anyway. She gave his shoulder a squeeze. You nailed it. Can we not talk right now? Wes said, voice cracking. Dash pulled her hand away and stayed quiet for the rest of the drive, sneaking glances at him now and then. When they reached the office, Dash pointed. Park. Wes raised a brow. You're coming with me, she said. Inside, she pointed at the futon. Sit. Dash came back with 2 bottles of beer. She handed one to Wes, and they drank in silence. When they finished, she got 2 more. They were almost done with the second when she finally spoke. You're really in this deep, huh? She said. Wes stared at the floor. Yeah, he said, I guess I am. It all came rushing back, the shock, the mess, the hurt. I never really dealt with it. I hate putting you through this, Dash said softly. But trust me, it'll hit the audience hard. I still don't see how this helps, Wes said. I'm setting up your fall, Dash said. We'll knock you down first. Then we'll bring you back up. That's the only way. So you're saying there's going to be pain first, Wes said, wincing. Exactly, Dash said. But don't worry, it ends well. Wes smirked. Only because America helped the British. Dash grinned. Lucky for you, you've got me. She stood up. But I need you out of here now so I can get to work. I don't know why, Wes said, standing. But I trust you. Thanks for the beer. To his surprise, Dash stepped in and gave him a quick hug. Hang in there, she said. It'll get better, I promise. Driving back to the motel, Wes felt a tiny spark of hope, for the first time in days. It didn't survive the morning. Work was brutal. Edith was missing, but the grind chewed him up. The only bright spot came mid-afternoon when Dash called. Can you come after work? Dash asked. I've got something you'll want to see. The last hours flew by. When Wes stepped into Dash's office, she pulled up a big screen. To get it, she said. You need to watch something first. Ever heard of Gossip Girl? Gertie's back fence? No? Wes said. Should I have? You will, Dash said. She's huge on YouTube. Dash skipped an ad and showed a clip, a backyard with a white fence, then a woman dressed like it was the 1950s. Oh, hello, the woman chirped. I'm Gertie. I've got the juiciest gossip today. The woman rambled about life, beauty tips, and gossip, backed by silly music and flashy pictures. Dash paused the video. You get the idea? This is her job, Wes asked. Dash snorted. Full time, big money. How much? Wes asked. Well, Dash said, leaning back, 1 million followers pays about 50 grand a year. Wes blinked. 50? She has 100 million, Dash said with a grin. That's 5 million a year, Wes said, shocked. Right, Dash said. And she needs content. That's where I come in. I'll give her your story. She'll run with it. Why would she care about me? Wes asked. Dash shrugged. Simple. I'm making you the face of every idiot who ever dumped a woman. I'm the sufferer, Wes said. Not in this version, Dash said. She clicked a file. Watch. The video showed black and white shots from the neighborhood cameras. Wes pulling up to his house, pounding on the door. Dash read aloud. How many ladies have been dumped by some guy who thought he was too good? Ever wish you could flip the script? The clip showed Wes looking crushed. In Sacramento, Dash continued, a fed-up wife locked out her no-good husband. More footage. Wes's stunned face, the bailiff handing him papers, Wes walking away, broken. See that slump? Dash said. That's pure gold. Gertie's viewers will eat it up. That was the worst thing I've ever seen, Wes said. Do we have to show it? Dash sighed. It's the only way. At least you didn't use names, Wes said. Maybe no one will notice me. Dash didn't answer. That night, Wes got a text from Dash. You're live on Gertie. Buckle up. At work the next day, Wes noticed odd stares. Edith wasn't around, but the office felt different. People whispered. Some smirked. Later, Edith stormed into his cubicle. What nonsense are you pulling, Wes? She asked. Your circus act is ruining work. I'm just working the Wilson case, Wes said. I'm talking about your little internet show, Edith snapped. It's childish and unprofessional. I'm not sure what you mean, Wes said, forcing calm. I'll have that file ready by 2. Email it, Edith said coldly. I don't want you wasting time walking it over. As she left, Wes slumped in his chair. If the front desk girl knows, he muttered, this thing must be everywhere. Wes kept his head down the rest of the day, but it didn't help. On his way to the restroom, he spotted a group of co-workers whispering. A nervous intern got shoved forward. Mr. Hardaway, the intern said, eyes darting. Some people want to know, are you HH? Wes froze. The whole group burst out laughing. His face burned as he hurried into the restroom. By 5, Wes rushed out, dodging everyone, and drove straight to Dash's office. He slammed the door behind him. What the hell did you do to me? He snapped. Everyone knows, even my boss. I'm not shocked, Dash said calmly. You've gone viral. What? You're a meme, Dash said. That clip of you walking away, it's all over the net. You're now the face of men getting dumped. Wes dropped into a chair and rubbed his eyes. Dash knelt in front of him. Wes, it's going to get worse, she said. Tomorrow, Gertie will show the restraining order. People will assume the worst. Wes groaned. Dash gently held his face. You've got to hold on. The lower you fall, the higher you'll rise after. Can you stay with me on this? I'll try, Wes said, voice shaking. What choice do I have? Around noon the next day, Jack Mackenzie rolled up in the driveway, BMW humming low. Inside, Marlene sat at the kitchen table, squinting at her laptop. You seeing this? She asked, turning the screen toward him. Gertie's talk show was replaying Wes's video. Shaky footage, bad angle, but clear enough. Jack leaned over, brow raised. How the hell they get that? Neighbor, maybe, Marlene said, not looking away. Someone with a phone? Jack slid behind her, hands gently working her shoulders. So what? Wes looks like a damn fool. You cool as ice. Marlene let out a half sigh. Yeah, maybe. Still, she nodded toward the screen, eyes softening. Poor guy. Look at him. For Wes, the day started better. The stares were less sharp. He dared to hope. I'll survive, he said to himself. But then Dash texted him. Gertie's second video is up. You're the star. Stay cool. Wes rushed to YouTube. His blood ran cold. You've seen the humiliated hubby, Gertie said, smiling. But now it gets darker. The video showed Wes being handed the restraining order. Turns out, Gertie said, he wasn't just dumped, he was dangerous. A judge ordered him to stay 200 yards away. Makes you wonder why. A big, bold graphic. Restraining order. Stay safe, dear wife, Gertie said. And as for hubby, hope you get what's coming. Oh God, Wes whispered. She's making me a monster. The office, once noisy, now buzzed low like a hive. He looked up, eyes followed him. Whispers, side glances, judgment everywhere. By lunch, a crowd gathered near his cubicle. Then Edith Norton marched in like a judge. Mr. Hardaway, she said sharply, I warned you. Your personal drama is now company business. We do not employ misusers. I never touched Marlene, Wes said. Then why the court order? Edith snapped. We have zero tolerance. You're fired, effective now. I don't even know why, Wes said weakly. Enough, she shouted. Take your jacket. Leave the rest. Security will mail your things. A guard stepped forward. Mr. Hardaway, we'll keep this civil, right? Wes just nodded and let the guard walk him out. The office behind him was full of stares and whispers. In the parking lot, he sat behind the wheel until a sharp tap on the window snapped him out of it. The guard pointed. Exits that way. Wes drove aimlessly and ended up outside Dash's office. Anger boiled over. He stormed in. Happy now, Wes shouted. Your plan just got me fired. They fired you? Dash asked, eyes wide. Why? Oh yeah, Wes said bitterly. Norton gave me the boot. Severance included. That's perfect, Dash said, springing up. Wait right here. Before Wes could speak, she ran out. He slumped onto the futon. He was half asleep when she returned. Dash sat beside him and took his hands. I'm sorry, Wes. I didn't think they'd act this fast, but it's done now. You hit bottom. From here, we go up. Wes groaned. Can it get worse? No, Dash said softly. This is where your story turns, and Uncle Winston says, don't cash those severance checks. You told him? Wes asked. Of course, Dash said. He says don't sign anything without him. That's easy for him, Wes said. But I'm running out of cash fast. Dash lit up. You could move in here. Into your office? Sure, she said. I live here too. There's a little bedroom through that door. Wes blinked. I don't know. Dash squeezed his hands. It's dumb to waste money on a motel, and you'll be here most of the time anyway. Come on. Wes didn't answer. Tell you what, Dash said. Let's eat first. Later at a small bistro, Wes poured it all out, his firing, the shame, the stares. Dash just listened. No jokes, no lectures, just listened. When they finished, she paid the bill without a word. Back in the car, Dash turned to Wes with a grin. We're near your motel, right? She said. Let's stop, grab your stuff, and check you out. I'll drive you back. Wes wanted to argue, but was too drained. He just nodded. It didn't take long. He had little to pack, and they were soon back downtown. Inside the office, Dash helped him set up the futon as a bed. When she returned, Wes was surprised. She wore a long t-shirt covered with video game characters. Got everything you need? She asked. Wes nodded. As she turned to go, he stopped her. Dash. Thanks, he said. It's better than that motel. She smiled. Me too, Wes. She switched off the lights. Only the soft glow from the screens remained. Wes lay there, eyes open, drowning in thoughts. His house, job, marriage, friends, gone. Now, he was sleeping in a stranger's office on a borrowed bed. What did I do wrong? He whispered to the dark. He kept whispering it until he fell asleep from pure exhaustion. Morning came with the smell of coffee and sweet rolls. Dash set them down with a bright smile. Breakfast, she said. Wes still felt heavy, but Dash didn't let him sit in it. Let's search, she said, sliding a laptop toward him. See what the world's saying. Wes typed humiliated hubby into the search bar. His jaw dropped. Tweets, TikToks, Facebook posts, memes, even a Wikipedia page. Thousands. He blinked at the screen, unsure if he should laugh or cry. Dash gave him a sheepish look. I should tell you, she said. I spent most of yesterday spreading it. Posts, comments, shares, but honestly, it took off on its own. It's even on foreign sites. Fantastic, Wes muttered. So now I'm famous. Worldwide. What hit harder was the tone. Most comments were ugly, some downright hateful. Dozens even suggested he should end it all. I might need a bodyguard, Wes said, rubbing his face. Dash stayed steady. The harder you fall now, the better you'll rise later. I hope you're right, Wes said, because right now, I'm crashing fast. Meanwhile, back in Fair Oaks, Marlene sat hunched at her computer, scrolling through a flood of brutal comments under Gertie's latest video. Her stomach twisted. She grabbed her phone and called Jack. This is getting out of hand, she snapped as soon as he picked up. I wanted Wes gone, not dragged through the dirt. They're saying he punched me, that he's some kind of monster. He never laid a finger on me. I'm thinking maybe I should clear it up. Jack cut her off fast. Don't be dumb. Marlene flinched. Jack, no, Jack barked. You open your mouth now, you blow the whole damn thing up. Let him eat him alive. This is working. Real smooth, real clean. The divorce will be a breeze, and you'll walk out with everything you want. Marlene gritted her teeth, staring at the screen. Feels dirty. They're tearing him apart out there. Jack scoffed. So what? Let him. He'll live. Or he won't. Either way, not our problem. Marlene's voice softened, but there was doubt. You sure about that? Jack chuckled, low and mean. Baby, it's already happening. That fool's got a target on his chest, and the whole internet's out for blood. He's done. Finished. Marlene leaned back, watching the hateful comments stack up like bricks. Later that day, Dash got a call. She put it on speaker. Hi, Gertie, Dash said. Loved the last update? Loved it, Gertie said, excited. Blew up big. I gained 50,000 new subs overnight. Got more? Right on time, Dash said. I'm working on it. Should have it tonight. You'll have it for tomorrow. What's the twist? Gertie asked. What if the humiliated hubby isn't such a bad guy? Dash teased. You're joking, Gertie said. Not at all, Dash said, and explained the plan. By the time Dash finished, Gertie sounded thrilled. This is gold! Make it 2 episodes. Send them ASAP. After the call, Dash grinned. Feeling better? Maybe, Wes said. But we'll see how people react. They'll love it, Dash said. Wes gave a small smile. I hope you're right. That night, Dash worked late. Wes watched social media explode with new posts. When Dash got Gertie's thumbs up, she leaned back. I'm starving, she said. Pizza and beer? Sounds good, Wes said. After eating, Wes asked, How do you know Gertie? We met as freshmen at Caltech, Dash said. Caltech? She studied tech. Yep, Dash said, laughing. She wanted to be an engineer. What about you? Wes asked. Computer science, never finished. Life got in the way, she said, looking down. Wes saw it was personal and changed the subject. Where'd Dash come from? Were you fast? No, she said, smiling. Short for Dashiell. Dad loves old detective books. And Daniels? Wes asked. Her smile vanished. That's for my ex-husband. Oh, Wes said. Sorry. It's fine, she said. I was young, dumb, and ran off with a guy named Joey. My dad helped us, even paid rent. Turned out Joey spent it on drugs and another girl. One day he just left. She paused, staring at the floor. I hit rock bottom, homeless for a while. Dad pulled me out. Took me years to get back on my feet. But I did. That's rough, Wes said. I'm sorry. I'm over it, Dash said. And yeah, I kept his name. I wanted it to haunt him. It must have been hard, Wes said. It was, Dash said. But now I get it. I know what you're going through. Wes stood up and hugged her. She hesitated, then hugged him back. We're quite the mess, huh? She said with a weak laugh. The next day, they sat in front of Dash's screen, waiting. Gertie's teasers pulled in a crowd, Dash said. This will be big. Gertie appeared, grinning. Big news, folks! Our story has a twist. Footage rolled behind her, the silver BMW pulling into Wes's garage. Recognize that car? Gertie asked. That's Jack McKenzie, the ad exec who buys art from the wife. She pointed at the timestamp. That's 3 months before the divorce, she said. And look, he's been visiting often. Clip after clip showed the BMW pulling in. I'm not judging, Gertie said, smirking. But looks like there's more to this story. Stay tuned. Dash switched it off. Both of them stood and clapped. That was perfect, Wes said, hugging her. You're amazing. In a rush of feeling, he leaned in and kissed her. After a second, she kissed him back. Before it could go further, there was a knock. Winston's secretary poked her head in. Sorry, she said. Mr. Samuels would like to see you, Mr. Hardaway. Wes nodded. Of course. He gave Dash one last glance and followed the secretary. Winston greeted him. Since you chose us, I was interested to hear about your firing, he said. You didn't cash their check, right? No, sir, Wes said. Dash warned me. Good, Winston said. That check could have cost you the case. What case? Wes asked. You were fired for spousal misuse? Winston asked. Yes, sir, Wes said. That's what they said. Anyone else hear it? Winston asked. Plenty, Wes said. At least 6 people. Winston smiled. Then it's settled. I've drafted a wrongful termination suit. You didn't touch your wife? No, sir, Wes said firmly. Then they fired you based on gossip, Winston said. And they ruined your name. Plus, your boss broke company rules. We have a strong case. Wes blinked. What do we do? Winston calmly said. With your okay, I'll sue for $10 million. $10 million? Wes gasped. Yes, sir. Winston grinned. It could take years, but I bet they'll settle for about half to keep quiet. $5 million sounds fine to me, Wes said. Good, Winston said, sliding him a paper. Sign here, and I'll get started. Wes signed the papers and stood to leave, then paused. Mr. Samuels, he said, will this mess with my divorce? I don't want Marlene getting a cut. No need to worry, Samuels said. It all happened after she filed, and frankly, her actions caused your firing. She won't see a penny. Relieved, Wes hurried back to Dash's office. She was glued to her keyboard. Can it wait, Wes? She said without looking up. I'm swamped. Wes stood there a second, thrown off, then cleared his throat. I think I'll go for a walk, he said. Dash didn't reply. Wes drifted down to the street, ending up by the river. He stared out, his thoughts racing. Idiot, he muttered. Why did I kiss her? No wonder she's keeping her distance, he sighed. She was probably just being kind, nothing more. He watched workers load the Delta King. She's nothing like the women I usually go for, he whispered. But still, he shook his head. Doesn't matter, I'm just her client. When he returned, Dash was still busy, barely looking at him. The distance hung between them all night. Marlene paced the living room, phone pressed tight to her ear. Jack, did you see that damn gossip show? She snapped. Yeah, I saw it, Jack said, calm but irritated. Chill. Some nosy neighbor probably caught me on their door cam. You said you were careful, she hissed through clenched teeth. I was. How the hell was I supposed to know those things keep footage for months? Marlene let out a sharp breath. Maybe Wes set this up, Jack scoffed. Wes, that clown, he didn't have a clue. You saw him. He was blind to all of it. Then someone did, Marlene said, voice hard. Jack's tone dropped. Whoever it was, I swear to God, if I find him, this whole thing's gonna blow up if we don't lock it down. I know, Marlene muttered, then shifted gears, softening. Maybe you could come by tonight. Help me unwind. Jack paused. I don't know. Cameras, remember? Marlene's voice turned sly. Come after dark. Kill the headlights. No Wes, no eyes. Then quieter, darker. I'll make it worth your while. Jack let out a frustrated sigh. What time? Later that night, Jack slipped inside. Marlene stepped out of the bedroom, dressed head to toe in black, pruning shears dangling from one hand. You kept me waiting, she said, cool and sharp. Jack straightened. Sorry. You know what to do, she said, eyes locked on him. Go. Yes, ma'am, Jack mumbled, moving fast. The next day, things felt normal again between Dash and Wes. Dash even seemed fired up as Gertie's new episode approached. When it loaded, Dash waved Wes over. You're gonna want to see this, she said. Gertie appeared on screen. Today's update on the humiliated hubby story is a shocker, she said. Behind her, Marlene's photo popped up. Turns out Marlene has been cozy with ad exec Jack McKenzie long before the divorce, Gertie said. Then she leaned toward the camera. But here's the twist. I checked the records. No arrests, no complaints, no police reports on Wes. Not one, she smirked. So why the restraining order? Why did the judge do it? A campaign ad flashed behind her. Re-elect Judge Chalmers. 3 weeks before the order, Mackenzie's agency gave 10 grand to the judge's campaign, Gertie said. Coincidence? Maybe, but I doubt it. She winked. Looks like the real bad guy isn't Wes. Dash shut off the video. Both of them jumped up. That was perfect, Wes said. You're amazing. He almost hugged her, but caught himself. Dash saw it and said gently, let's not rush about the other day. I get it, Wes said quickly. I shouldn't have. Dash softened. No, it's okay. Just let's keep it steady. Before they could say more, Wes's phone rang. He checked the screen. Edith Norton, he said, surprised. He answered. Hello? Wes, Edith said, sounding nicer than he remembered. Can you come in? I've got something you'll want to hear. I don't know, Wes said. You weren't exactly kind last time. I know, I'm sorry, Edith said. But things have changed. Please, it's worth it. Wes hesitated, then gave in. All right, he said. I'll come. When Wes got to the office, the vibe was different. The receptionist smiled. Could I get your autograph? She asked. Wes blinked, but signed. Just then, Edith Norton stepped out. She led him to her office. Wes noticed staff peeking from behind cubicles. Let's be honest, Edith said once they sat. Last time things got heated, I said things I regret. Wes stayed quiet. You've always been a top worker, she went on. We don't want to lose you. I'd like to offer you your job back. Wes still said nothing. In fact, Edith rushed, not your old job, a promotion. Director. Still silent. And with a raise, she added. 10%. When Wes didn't react, she quickly said, 15%, top range. She fidgeted. Plus keep the severance. Think of it like a bonus. Just sign this waiver and you'll get 3 weeks of paid vacation, too. Wes sat up. So you admit I was fired over a false misuse claim. You also broke company rules firing me, right? That's old news, she said fast. No need to dig it up. Let's move forward. Wes stood. Take your raise, title, and shove it. I'll see you in court. He walked out as Edith sat frozen. Wes thought he heard light clapping from some cubicles, but didn't turn to look. After lunch, Winston called. Tell me you didn't sign anything, he said. Wes told him everything. Winston chuckled. Risky to go alone, but you did fine. The fact they begged you back means they're scared. Their lawyers will call soon. Later that evening, Dash noticed Wes seemed lighter. They ordered Thai food and ate at their desks. How'd it go? Dash asked. Wes grinned and told her the story. He left out the money part, not wanting to brag. Dash smiled. After all you've been through, I hope you get something out of it. You deserve it. They ate quietly for a while. Wes noticed Dash staring at him. What's up? Wes asked. She hesitated. Mind if I ask about your past? Go ahead. How'd you and Marlene get together? Wes sighed. Chamber of Commerce mixer. She walked up to me. We hit it off. Everything clicked. Same tastes, same jokes. I thought it was real. When did marriage come up? Dash asked. Pretty soon, Wes said. She brought it up first, but I was ready. She seemed perfect. You two didn't date long, huh? 6 months, Wes said, rubbing the back of his neck. We skipped the big wedding. She hated the idea. We eloped after her divorce finalized. Dash stayed quiet for a moment. So, she said softly, why are you still so hung up on her? Wes shrugged. Guess I just want to understand what went wrong. Dash yawned. I'm beat. I'll see you in the morning. Wes watched her leave. What was that about? He whispered. The next morning, his phone rang early. Mr. Hardaway? The woman said. This is Mr. Samuel's office. Can you meet him this morning? In an hour, Wes said. Sure. He knocked on Dash's door. She was dressed and ready. Morning, she said. Oh, who was that? Your uncle's office, Wes said. Mind if I use the shower? Go for it, Dash said. Later, as they shared coffee and croissants, Dash grinned. Caffeine and carbs, she said. Best way to start a day. At Winston's office, the receptionist greeted him. He's ready for you, she said. Inside, Winston got right to the point. I spoke to their lawyers, he said. We didn't get the $5 million. Wes's stomach dropped. Winston smiled slightly. We got 6.5. Wes blinked. $6.5 million? They'll also cover my fees, Winston said. All you have to do is sign a non-disclosure. Stay quiet about it. Much, Wes said. I'll never talk again. Winston raised a finger. Remember, taxes will take about half. Even half, Wes said, is more than I ever dreamed. He paused. I'd prefer to keep this between us. Winston nodded. Of course. Thank you, Wes said. Wes checked his phone, made a quick call, and headed back to Dash's office. Dash was waiting. So, what did Uncle Winston say? She asked. Wes kept a straight face. You busy tonight? Dash blinked. No, why? I want to thank you, Wes said. How about dinner? Ever been to the firehouse? The firehouse? Dash asked. That place is pricey. Are you sure? I already booked it, Wes said. And I think I can handle the check. Turns out my case is looking good. Dash's eyes widened. Wes, that's great. Then she froze. But tonight, I have nothing to wear. And my hair... No, Wes said. Don't change your hair. She blinked. You mean that? I thought you hated it. It grew on me, Wes said. It fits you. Dash smiled, then quickly ducked into her room. She peeked out. I still need to shop. Damn you, Wes. I haven't done real shopping in years. She grabbed her keys. Hold down the fort. I'll be back. It was dark when Dash returned, arms full of bags. Wes helped her in. She disappeared into her room. Wes threw on his one decent suit. From behind, Dash spoke. Well? Wes turned and froze. Dash stood there in a black dress. Simple, but stunning. Is that you? Wes asked. Dash's face fell. Too much? No, Wes said, stepping closer. You look amazing. I've just never seen you like this. Relieved, Dash gave a shy smile. It looked good in the store. You're tall, Wes said. The dress, the heels, it all fits you. He glanced at his own outfit. Now I feel underdressed. Dash laughed. You'll do. Now call us a cab. Later, they sat under soft lights on the firehouse terrace. As they finished their wine, Dash's mood shifted. Wes, she said, about the other day, when I pulled away. Wes's smile faded. Yeah, it was my fault. No, Dash said. It wasn't. It's me. She looked down. Since Joey, I haven't dated anyone. Not even tried. I didn't mean to push you, Wes said. You didn't, Dash said softly. It just scared me. When I met you, I thought you were just another sad husband. But you're not. You're smart, kind, loyal. That means a lot to me. She blushed. If you wanted to kiss me again, I wouldn't run. Wes took her hand, about to lean in, but a waiter showed up. No dessert, Wes said, eyes on Dash. Marlene paced like a caged animal, phone clutched to her ear. You said the judge was your buddy, she snapped. He was, Jack said, voice flat, dead. But buddies want favors. He wanted a donation. Marlene's jaw clenched. So now it's all over the damn news. Jack exhaled hard. Worse, the agency tossed me. I'm out. Everything's gone. Her eyes widened. You can't lose it. It's your agency. Was my agency, Jack corrected, cold as ice. They kicked me to the curb. And guess what? The tax office is circling now. We're screwed. Oh, Jack, Marlene whimpered, her voice cracking. Jack didn't even flinch. Save it. You're no good to me anymore. Click. He hung up without another word. Marlene stared at the dead phone in her hand, heart pounding. Oh, God. Back at the Samuels building, Wes and Dash stepped out of a cab. The driver frowned. You sure this is your stop? Wes and Dash, too caught up in each other, didn't even answer. They hurried inside. Wes reached for her, but Dash stopped him. Wait, she whispered. Give me a minute. Wes waited. Then he heard. Come in. Inside Dash's room, soft candlelight glowed. Dash stood there, radiant. It was a night neither would forget. Wes woke early. He watched Dash sleep for a moment, then slipped out for a walk. When he returned, she was brushing her hair. Where'd you go? Dash asked. Needed to think, Wes said. About what? He sat down. The future. I'm not sure about anything anymore. Dash stayed quiet. I'm not from here, Wes said. Born in Colorado. We moved here after Dad got sick. Now, I've got nothing left tying me to Sacramento. He showed her his phone. The realtor says I'll get an offer on the house soon. Dash stayed still. I lost my job, Wes went on. Didn't like it anyway. Thanks to your uncle, I'm covered for a while. And when the divorce is final, I'll be free of both Marlene and this city. He gave a small shrug. It's not a bad town, just nothing holding me here. Dash's face dropped like a plant wilting. I've been thinking, Wes said. I might leave. Start fresh. Maybe the Pacific Northwest. I hear it's nice. He rubbed the back of his neck. What I really mean is, would you come with me? Dash blinked. You want me to come? For how long? As long as you want, Wes said. She swallowed. How long do you want me? Forever, he said. Dash's eyes went wide. She threw her arms around him and held tight. After a long moment, Wes gently stepped back. I know it's a lot to ask, he said. Leaving your family, your job, me, a guy you barely know. Shut up, Dash said. Your problem is you don't get when someone says yes. She kissed him. This time, Wes knew she meant it. For days, they were wrapped up in each other. Everyone noticed. People gossiped. Winston and Trevor rolled their eyes, but no one said a word. Still, reality crept back. Wes had meetings with Winston about the divorce. Oddly, Marlene got cooperative. No fights, no drama, just papers. Only the house sale and settlement paperwork remained. Wes didn't mention the payout to Dash, not yet. Dash, meanwhile, had her own task. She knocked on her father's office door. You sure about this? Trevor asked, sounding more like a dad than a boss. I just don't want to see you hurt again. It's not like last time, Dash said. I'm not that kid anymore. Wes isn't Joey. Trevor nodded. I know, I checked. You what? Dash blinked. Of course I did, Trevor said. You think I'd just let a guy sweep you away without looking him up? I almost lost you once. Dash crossed her arms. And? Trevor softened. He's solid, works hard, stays loyal, smart, honest. His only fault? Trusted Marlene too much. I'd take that over being a cynic any day. He leaned in. You've done well. If you want to go, you have my blessing. Dad! Dash cried and hugged him. It had been years since she called him that. Trevor chuckled. Just don't shut down your business. I need you more than you think. I'm not quitting, Dash said. I can work from anywhere. Trevor smiled. Then, serious again, he said, There's something you both need to know. Dash grabbed Wes and they returned together. I've got news, Trevor said. Jack's out, fired, under investigation for fraud. Wes shrugged. Good. That's not it, Trevor added. He and Marlene are done. Haven't spoken. Dash crossed her arms. Good riddance, Wes scoffed. She's out of my life. Maybe, Trevor warned. But she could drag out the divorce, stall the house sale, or try to squeeze you for money if she finds out about your settlement. Wes clenched his jaw. Of course she would. You don't know the half of it, Winston said, stepping in. There's more. By the time Winston finished, Wes and Dash were stunned. On the walk back to the office, Wes was pale and stiff. What are you going to do? Dash asked. I'd like to strangle her, Wes said through gritted teeth. Seeing Dash's alarm, he softened. Kidding, but I do want to get back at her. Dash's eyes lit up. I think I know someone who can help. They locked eyes. Gertie, they said together. Dash grabbed her phone. Let's see if she's in. Seconds later, Gertie replied, I want it, I want it, I want it. They got to work right away, turning Trevor's findings into pure gold for Gertie. A couple hours in, Wes's phone rang. Dash saw the name and quietly slipped out. When he finished, she returned. Marlene? She guessed. Yep, Wes said. She wants to settle some details tomorrow. She's fishing for a second chance. Dash crossed her arms. How soon can Gertie go live? If we finish tonight, she'll have it by morning. Then let's get to it, Wes nodded. I'll call Marlene back and set the meeting. Dash grinned. Gertie won't miss this chance. The next day, Marlene fussed in the mirror as Wes stepped out of a lift. Her mind was already spinning. Worst case, she'd charm him back inside. Best case, she'd have him overnight. By the time Wes reached the porch, Marlene already had the door cracked open. She moved like she might kiss him, but he stepped back without a second thought. She froze, swallowed hard, and pointed to the living room. Wes stepped inside, stiff. So, you got the papers? His voice was ice. I do, she said, laying them on the coffee table. But I need to say something first. She took a shaky breath, eyes flicking toward him. Wes, I messed up. I've treated you like trash. I don't even know why. I got caught up. Selfish, stupid. I regret it, I swear. She wiped at her eyes, trembling. We had good years, didn't we? We don't have to throw it all away. We could still fix it. We don't even have to sell the house. Just give me a chance to make it right. Wes didn't budge. His eyes were locked on her like she was a stranger. So you're telling me I'm supposed to forget you sleeping around, locking me out like a stray dog, dragging my name through the mud, slapping me with a restraining order, and just act like it's business as usual? tears spilled. I know I hurt you. I know. I don't even have a reason. I was stupid, but I'm sorry. Don't give up on us. Wes stood slowly, towering over her. I'm an accountant, Marlene, he said, voice sharp and steady. I deal with assets and debts. You? You've been the worst debt I've ever carried. Marlene broke. Wes, please. Papers, he said flatly. She slid them toward him with shaking hands. Wes signed them without blinking. As he headed to the door, a car rolled up outside. Before stepping out, he glanced back. You ever hear of Gossip Gertie? He said, casual. Marlene went pale. Why? Wes smirked. You'll want to check out her new video. You'll love it. And he was gone. Dash sat in the car. All good? She asked. All good, Wes said, smiling. As they drove off, Marlene ran to her laptop and pulled up Gertie's page. Gertie grinned on screen. Hey, gossip fans! Ready for part 3 of the humiliated hubby saga? This one's wild. The screen behind her filled with photos. Turns out Janeka didn't cry misuse to escape a bad husband. Nope, she wanted to trade up. And thanks to a friendly judge and a big bribe, she almost got away with it. The photos kept flashing. Marlene's face, court records, old wedding shots. And guess what? Gertie said. This wasn't her first time, or second, or third. Try 5 times. 5. The label under Marlene's photo read, Mrs. Machiavelli. Oh, and some of her past husbands, ones she never fully divorced, are looking for her, Gertie added with a wink. Marlene slammed the laptop shut, her pulse pounding. The phone buzzed on the table. She snatched it up. Hello, she barked. A smug voice came through, slow and mocking. Hi, Marlene, or should I say, Mrs. Machiavelli? Marlene's face twisted. Without thinking, she hurled the phone across the room, watching it clatter to the floor. She slumped into the chair, head in her hands. I've got to get out of this damn town, she muttered, eyes burning.